Write down solution of transcendental and polynomial equations. Solution of transcendental and polynomial equations. If you don't have it for practicals, remember that we will be learning it for IT students. We will be learning it as a course where the method will be described and you are required to write a program. Of course, these people also will be doing the same job. Okay. So it is solution of transcendental and polynomial equations. The first method is called as half interval search method, also called as the bisection method. The aim over here is to solve fx is equal to 0, that is to find root, that is value of x which satisfies the equation. Value of x which satisfies the equation. Now when we think of fx equal to 0, we can actually think of y equal to fx and y equal to 0. Y equal to fx has to be happens to be a function which can be plotted on the graph paper and might be some function like this. Okay, it could be some continuous function. What is y equal to 0? Y equal to 0 is which line, which axis? X axis. So x axis has got the equation y equal to 0. Now when we think of fx equal to 0, it is actually the intersection of y equal to fx with x axis, and we are required to determine this value of x. We are required to determine the root, that means this value of x, for which both the equations will be satisfied. That means the point will lie on x axis and it will also lie on the given curve. Ultimately, for that point, f of x will turn out to be 0. Okay. Now observe that whenever we have got a continuous curve, then for root to exist, the curve should cross x axis, because when curve crosses x axis, then only it will be passing through the point y equal to 0. In that case, the y coordinates of the points on the curve must change the sign. If we think of moving on the curve like this, then from y negative we come to the region of y positive, or if you are coming other way around, it will be from y positive to y negative. That means to find the root, we need to find at least 2 points, x1 and x2, with the condition that the corresponding y values should have opposite sign. This particular subject is there for mechanical students also, fully, all numerical methods that we are going to discuss here. So we are required to determine the interval x1, x2 that the user should input, because for us it will be difficult, such that the corresponding values of y, they have opposite sign. Okay. So we will have to check this condition. If this condition is satisfied, that for given interval x1, x2, y is having opposite signs, then we can say that the root will be in between x1 and x2. And to determine exact value of the root, we go to the midpoint of that interval and determine x3, which happens to be x1 plus x2 by 2. Now the possibilities are the root could be between x1 and x3 or x3 and x2, but it will depend on what is corresponding value of y3. If y1 and y3 have opposite signs, then the root will be between x1 x3. If y3 and y2 have opposite signs, root will be between y3 and, or rather x3 and x2. So in this case, it will be between x1 and x3. And so we just rename it as x2. So this will become y2. And we repeat the procedure by finding the midpoint. And we go on dividing the interval. That's why it is called as half interval search method. And we can keep on dividing it so that every time we will be having a smaller range until we reach the interval which is the smallest range that we are looking for, that is the accuracy given to us. That means the length of the interval should be less than the accuracy we stop, and we can say that this is the root, approximate root. Okay, exact root मिलना शायद मुश्किल भी हो सकता है. So this is the procedure that we want to find over here, and I will give you the algorithm for the same, and you are required to write the code. I will give you the steps. From that you will have to write C program. So you will have to take down the steps also, and you will have to write the code also. Don't take it down right now क्योंकि आपको पहले figure draw करना होगा. I will say that given fx, आपको function fx पता होना चाहिए. That will not be given by the user. It will be part and parcel of your program. I will say accept n as how many iterations I should perform, and accuracy, and how many digit accuracy, correct root you want, 3 digit, 4 digit, and how many times you will be performing the job maximum. Then we will accept x1 and x2, and obviously we will find out corresponding values of y1 and y2. What is our condition? y1 and y2 should have opposite signs. If y1 and y2 have same signs, then their product will turn out to be positive. If both are negative, product is positive. Both are positive, product is positive. So I will say that if y1 into y2 is greater than 0, go to step 3, because that interval will be wrong. If the corresponding values of y, they have same sign, then there will not be any root in between. So we will again ask for the interval. Okay. When we come to step 6, we are sure that y1 and y2 have got opposite signs. So we continue from this point by setting some counter I to 0, and then I will find out the midpoint x3, which is x1 plus x2 by 2. Okay. For corresponding to this x3, find out y3, which will be f of x3. Now we will have to check what is the proper interval, whether x3 की जगह पे x2 आना चाहिए, or whether x3 should be replaced by x1. That will depend on whether sign of y3 is matching with y2 or y1. So we will simply write a condition saying that if y1 into y3 is greater than 0, what does it mean? y1 and y3 have same signs. In that case, this interval should be shifted. So I will say that in that case x1 will take the value of x3, y1 will take the value of y3, else x2 will take the value of x3 and y2 will take the value of y3, and I have performed the job once. Increment I. Okay. Now I will have to check the accuracy. If I is less than n, because I am supposed to do this job maximum n times, so I have not done it n times, and mod of x1 minus x2 is greater than accuracy. That means accuracy is not reached. हमने ये condition लिखा था साइन सीरीज में. Then go to step 7. Again find out the midpoint. Keep on doing this. When you come out, you can print the answer. Print root equal to x3. stop. That's what the algorithm is. Okay. Of course, I want you to write the code when the output that is desired is like x1, x2, y1, y2 and mod of x1 minus x2 and of course I want the output in this form, like what is x1 value, what is x2 value, what is corresponding y1, y2, what is the interval width, and then what will be next x1, x2, like that. Or if you want, you can even add x3, y3 and mod of x1 minus x2. So every time you will be printing it. So you will come to know how many iterations you have performed and then finally the output. और ये tabular printing का job भी हमने किया था कभी. That printf statement I suppose should be over here. क्योंकि उसके बाद x1, y1 बदल जाते हैं. We want first x1 value, x2 value, y1, y2, new x3, y3. All of them should be printed. बराबर है? Width of the interval and we continue. ये last print नहीं किया तो भी चलेगा. The entire table should be printed. I want a complete code when function is e raised to x minus 3 cos x is the function. I want to find the roots. For e raised to, there is a function exp in math.h. So you will have to declare a function as float type f of float of x and you will simply return the value, return exp x minus 3.0 into cos of x. So if you are required to solve some other equation, you will have to simply replace this. That will be the easiest task. Okay, right. I want you to write the full code, syntactically correct, using the appropriate loops. As good as a code only. हो ना? फक्त 2 डू व्हाईल टाकायचे होते. 2 ठिकाणी कर्ली ब्रॅकेट, 7-8 ठिकाणी सेमीकोलन. This was supposed to be f abs. Mod is f absolute, and you will have to declare x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 accuracy all as float. Only I and n will be integers. Okay. Second method called as false position method. Method is known as false position method. दोन्ही ऑन केलंस ना VCR पण. False position method. Now in false position method, we will again start with the same thing, with the interval. Only thing is we will assume the curve to be a straight line in that portion. Only thing is we will assume the curve to be a straight line. And where this straight line is intersecting x-axis, we will assume it to be the root, that is value of x3. And we will repeat the procedure. Are you getting me? Midpoint नहीं लेंगे. Instead of that, we will be still moving closer to the actual point. Now what is equation of this line joining x1, y1 and x2, y2? It will be y minus y1 upon y1 minus y2 equal to x minus x1 upon x1 minus x2. Intersection of this line with x-axis means put y equal to 0. So 0 minus y1 upon y1 minus y2 equal to x3 minus x1 upon x1 minus x2. We are required to determine x3 from this. So x3 will be equal to x1 plus rather minus y1 into x1 minus x2 upon y1 minus y2. बराबर है ना? You will first multiply and then add x1. If you simplify it, it will be x1 y1 minus x1 y2 minus x1 y1 plus x2 y1 upon y1 minus y2. This x1 y1 will cancel and you get the formula as x2 y1 minus x1 y2 upon y1 minus y2, formula for x3. And in this particular algorithm, if you simply replace this value, it will be the program for false position method. Because the manner in which we are finding x3, that should be changed. Got it? There is no other change than this. Just find x3 by a different technique. It won't be the midpoint. Definitely the method will be faster than false position method. If false position method gives you the answer faster than half interval method. If half interval gives you the answer in say 12 repetitions, then false position might give you the answer in 4 or 5 iterations. It is that fast. One of the important method. This is known as false position because our assumption is false. We are assuming the curve to be a straight line. That assumption will hold good only when the interval is very small. Okay? Just make a note of this formula. That's it. Algorithm में आप directly replace कर सकते हैं. Very often this method gets confused with the secant method, whereas secant is slightly different than this. This is false position. That is the equation of line. In equation of line, I am substituting x3 comma 0 and finding out x3. And using that x3, I will find out y3, which is on the curve. Is it okay? Another parallel method to this is called as secant method. Secant method has got the same formula as that of false position. Only thing is, it is not changing the interval from both sides. False position will again do the same thing. Whether the root lies between x1, x3 or x3, x2. Accordingly, it will change left or right interval. Whereas secant method will always change x2, y2. Always. It will always change x2, y2. It will take care of itself. You don't have to worry. Secant will take more time than false position, but less time than half interval. सेकंड में ये कंडीशन नहीं आता. बाकी फॉर्मूला यही रहेगा x2 y1 minus x1 y2 upon y1 minus y2. So actually one program and you have got 3 methods of solving the transcendental polynomial equation. Newton-Raphson method. For the solution of transcendental and polynomial equations. You will have to understand this method carefully. Aim is just the same. In this case, we start with some point, say x1. We don't require actually the interval. This is the same curve y equal to fx. We assume that the curve is along the tangent, is actually a straight line which is along the tangent. See, we know point x1, so we obviously can find out y1. So we know x1, y1. We want to find tangent at x1, y1. x1, y1. Can we find out slope at x1, y1? Slope will be, of course, f dash x1. Slope is f dash at that point. Now, equation of the line is y minus y1 upon upon x minus x1 equal to slope. This is the equation of line. We don't have second point, but we can equate y minus y1 upon x minus x1 to slope, because slope is actually y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2, previous equation. Now I can say that therefore y minus y1 upon x minus x1 equal to f dash of x1. Intersection of this tangent, intersection with x-axis, is say point x2, 0. I am assuming this point to have coordinate as x2. Then I will get 0 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 equal to f dash x1. And I can determine x2 as x1 minus, take it here, take this down, it will be y1 upon f dash x1. But what is y1? It is f of x1. So it is x1 minus f of x1 upon f dash x1 is the formula for x2. We are assuming the curve to move along a tangent as a straight line. Wherever that tangent is intersecting x-axis, I will say that that will be the root. If I assume that as root, I can again find out y2, which is of course not required. I can go ahead to the corresponding point, and here I can again draw the tangent. So I can determine point x3 using the similar formula, x2 minus f of x2 upon f dash x2. I will get point x3. At this point I can again draw a tangent. I will be still closer, x4, again tangent, I will reach the root. Got it? So इसे interval नहीं चाहिए. It can start with any point. It will adjust itself. Okay? But interval लेके किया तो आसान रहेगा, so that you will come to know that whether you are converging towards the root or diverging. We should not move away from that interval. We should be moving closer. So, like that, every time I will say that x nu is nothing but x sold minus f of x sold upon f dash x sold. Will be the general formula. So, in this case, we will have to have two functions. One is f of x as we have written. We should also have f dash. अब f dash तो नहीं लिख पाएंगे, so we will write it as f1 से, where f1 is derivative of fx, that should be found on paper. The previous function was e raised to x minus 3 cos x. Its derivative will be e raised to x plus 3 sin x. So you will have to write that function also and then call them accordingly. Algorithm will have accepting n and accuracy. First step. then take the value of x new, set I equal to 0, फर्स्ट जॉब. y तो फाइंड करना ही नहीं है आपको क्योंकि वो फॉर्मूला में अपने आप आ जाता है. देन आई विल से दैट x old टेक्स द वैल्यू ऑफ x new. सो जो नई वैल्यू है दैट विल एवरी टाइम बिकम ओल्ड. हमने x2 फाइंड किया दैट बिकम्स ओल्ड वैल्यू, फिर x3 फाइंड किया दैट विल बिकम ओल्ड वैल्यू. देन आई विल फाइंड आउट x new as x old minus f of x old upon f1 of x old. I have done this job once, so increment I will say print x old x new या फिर only x new, and I will say stay same condition if I is less than n and mod of x old minus x new is greater than accuracy, go to step 4. Otherwise print the root and stop. Will be the simple straightforward algorithm. Now this procedure is consuming more time in finding the denominator. Instead of that, there is one more method called as modified Newton-Raphson method. And in modified Newton-Raphson method, we don't find the denominator again and again. We say that whatever is the slope of first tangent, I will just draw a line parallel to that. I will not find a new tangent. I will continue with the previous slope. This will be my assumed root. I go here, I again draw a line parallel to it. In turn, it will take more iterations to reach the root. Okay, algorithm will remain same. Only thing is this denominator I will find out here separately as denominator is f1 of x new, and here I will replace it by d. Algorithm remains the same. Will take more iterations and you will get the root of that particular equation. That was method number 5. Okay, so bisection, then false position, secant, Newton-Raphson, modified Newton-Raphson, and there is one more, approximation. लिख लो, आपको फिगर्स दोनों अलग अलग से ड्रॉ करने होंगे बिकॉज इन द एग्जाम इफ दे आस्क यू द प्रोग्राम फॉर दीज मेथड्स you are also required to draw the corresponding figure and write the formula for scoring better. Programs तो लोग रटते हैं, ये examiners को पता है. So unless you explain it properly, it's of no use. Otherwise, out of 50 you will get only 30-32 marks, though your program is running properly. So ये figures दिखाना ज़रूरी होगा, formulation भी दिखाना ही पड़ेगा. स्ट्रक्चर्सला अवकाश आहे अजून, इतक्यात कुठे आपण स्ट्रक्चर. असाइनमेंट असू दे, त्यांना काय कॉलेजमध्ये पळायला काय लागतं. हां, सॉर्टिंग. राइट डाउन बबल सॉर्ट. We'll see only one sorting technique today, bubble sort. It is arranging the numbers in ascending or descending manner. We'll go for arranging them in the ascending manner. See the procedure first. Tell me the numbers. 2, 56, 93, -3, 7, 38, 70, 0, -2. Now these are to be arranged in ascending order. We start, we compare first number every time comparison is less than. If first number is less than second, then we check whether second is less than third. Yes. Third is less than fourth. No. Interchange. And again start from the beginning. First with second, true. Second with third, false. Interchange. First with second, false. Interchange. First with second, true. Second with third, true. Third with fourth, true. Fourth with fifth, false. 793. First with second, true. Second with third, true. Third with fourth, false. 756. First with second, true. Second with third, true. Fourth, true. Fifth, true. Sixth, false. 3893. First with second, true. Second with third, true. Third with fourth, true. Fourth with fifth, false. 3856. First with second, true. Second with third. Third with fourth. With fifth. With sixth. With seventh, false. 7093. First with second, true. Second with third. Third with fourth, fourth with fifth, fifth with sixth, seventh, eighth, false, 093. Continue till you reach the last number. This is the procedure. When we go for writing the code of it, I will say that start with I equal to 0. Zeroth position number to be compared with j, which is I plus 1. I will check if a of I is greater than a of j, then interchange. Okay, so I will say in that case temp equal to a of I, a of I equal to a of j, and a of j equal to temp, and you are required to restart, set I equal to 0, and again go back to j equal to I plus 1 actually. Otherwise आपने इंटरचेंज अगर नहीं किया तो else what do you do? Else I equal to I plus 1. First with second, second with third, and you will say that keep on doing this while I is less than n minus 1 और I is less than n, I is less than n, ठीक है. A code which is much different than the one which you might have written in the college, because what they give you in the college is not the bubble sort, it is modified bubble sort. It must have been given as for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, for j equal to I plus 1, j less than n, and a of I less than a of j. That is modified. उसमें first with second, first with second with third नहीं होता. It becomes first with second, first with third, first with fourth. That is not a bubble sort. Bubble sort में every number should bubble out to its position. वो bubble sort नहीं है. This is bubble sort. कॉलेज में जो देते हैं वो बबल सॉर्ट नहीं है, और हमें उसे बबल सॉर्ट करके याद रखते हैं, बट दैट इज रॉन्ग. यू विल हैव टू राइट इट लाइक दिस ओनली. यहाँ पे देखो कोई भी नंबर -3 भी अगर आपने लिया तो वाइल रीचिंग इट्स पोजिशन इट टेक्स ऑल द पोजिशंस इन बिटवीन. वो डायरेक्टली कहीं और जाके अपनी जगह पे नहीं आता. दैट इज व्हाट वी से इट हैज बबल्ड आउट to its position. Bubbling is a process where it should take all the in between positions and reach its destination. Make a note of the code also. Here actually the loop inside loop concept is still there, but I am resetting I. That's why complexity wise it will be the same. After swap, start from the beginning. That is the concept. If you interchange, come again. You should not, of course, copy this. You will have to do this procedure. Code is important, of course. Now its modified version modified bubble sort goes like this: first less than second, true; first less than third, true; second less than fourth, false; 3, 2. Continue. 2 less than 7, true; 7 less than 38, true; 38 less than 70, true. It goes like that. 70 less than 0, नहीं, चुकलो. You have got 2 here, Then -3 less than 7, true; -3 less than 38, true; -3 less than 70, true; -3 less than 0, true; -3 less than -2, true. -3 gets fixed up. Now the new set that we have is 56, 93, 2, 7, 38, 70, 0, -2. 56, 93, true; 56, 2, false; 2, 56, 2, 7, true; 2, 38, true; 2, 70, true; 2, 0, false; 0, 2. And then 2 minus 2, false, minus 2, 0. That's why I say that this is not a bubble sort. Because then 0 is taking its position, but it is taking it directly. It should have taken all the positions in between. 2 gets fixed up. For the next iteration we have 93, 56, 7, 38, 70, then 2 and 0. So 0 which had come nearer to its position has been thrown away. Then it will again come back to its position. ये bubble sort हो ही नहीं सकता. But this is the way you write it. Okay. That's why the code for this sorting is written as for I equal to 0, I less than n, I equal to I plus 1, for j equal to I plus 1, j less than n, j equal to j plus 1. If a of I is greater than a of j, interchange. That is temp equal to a of I equal to a of j, a of j equal to temp. You can, if this code is given to you in the college, you should really ask your teachers how it works, and what is the meaning of word bubble. I have shown you that it doesn't bubble out to its position. This could be treated as selection sort, yes. But then what is the code given to you for bubble sort? Earlier one दिया है, good. 90% colleges में वो code नहीं दिया जाता. This is a selection sort or modified bubble sort having the same complexity. This can also be treated as a selection sort. You are selecting a position and placing the number over there. एक एक position fix up हो जाती है. बबल सॉर्ट में हमने रीस्टार्ट किया था एवरी टाइम. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट यू कैन कंटिन्यू इट एंड यू विल फाइंड दैट द लार्जेस्ट नंबर विल बबल आउट टू द लास्ट पोजीशन रीसेट करने के बजाय. सो द अनदर वर्जन ऑफ बबल सॉर्ट कैन बी सीन लाइक दिस. इट इज एवरी टाइम नंबर इज कंपेयर्ड विद द नेक्स्ट, लेस देन ट्रू, false. So minus 3, 93, less than false 7, 93, less than false 38, 93, less than false 70, 93, less than false 0, 93, less than false minus 2, 93. But still 93 has bubbled out to its position. Next time we will go to one position less. अगर रिस्टार्ट नहीं करना है तो इट्स मॉडिफाइड वर्जन, मॉडिफाइड नहीं, अल्टरनेट वर्जन एक्चुअली, which is without restart, will go like this. False, so it is 0, 93, then 93 with minus 2, 93, and actually 93 got fixed up. Then it is 256, 56 minus 3, so minus 3, 56, 56 7, 7 56, 56 38, 38 56, 56 70 as it is, 70 0, 0 70, 70 minus 2, 70, 70 got fixed up. Okay, how to write code for it? It will be for I equal to 0, I less than n, I equal to I plus 1, I less than n minus 1 चाहिए इसमें. If a of I is greater than a of I plus 1, every number should be less than the next number. If it is greater, we should swap. Temp equal to a of I equal to a of I plus 1, a of I plus 1 equal to temp. It will go ahead. लेकिन जब एक बार ये कंप्लीट करेगा लूप तो ओनली वन नंबर इज गेटिंग फिक्स्ड अप. ये लूप एक बार चलेगा तो एक नंबर फिक्स अप होता है. सो आई नीड वन आउटर लूप फॉर k इक्वल टू 1, k less than n, k equal to k plus 1, and this will be n minus k. So first time I will reach the position up to n minus 2. Next time k becomes 2, so it will go up to n minus 2. एक एक कम करता जाएगा वो. This is the only change, and this code is quite similar to your modified selection sort के जैसे दिखता तो है at least. It is a loop inside a loop because reset is not there. Every time you are reducing it by 1. So one has to be very careful when you actually read the code and say that which type of sorting it is. Both of them are bubble sort but appear to be totally different. Over there the smallest number bubbles out to the first position. Here the largest number is bubbling out to the last position.